Hey YouTube, it's one of those days I should be resting because I still have issues with the lupus flare-up, but I've had a phone call from a constituent and they have an issue that I've got a few other times. I've had complaints about this, so it's a national thing. Not much I can do personally, but I can research it and see whether I can put something together to try and change things nationally, which is something I'm about to try and do. So I'm off down to Town Hall to do some research and see how things go from there. It's going to be tiring. It's going to be exceptionally tiring because I'm really not well, but it'll get me out the house and get me some fresh air, so that's always useful. Anyway, let's get to it. Oh my goodness, it's been a lot of work to get all this research done, but I've got pages upon pages of information in my casework file. It's going to be an interesting thing to push forward. I can't really talk much about it. At the moment, I think there's a decent case, but it's all going to depend on what forthcoming review is from the government. So I'm going to wait on that before I do anything further. I think that's the best way. Because, of course, we don't want to preempt anything the government might already be doing. If they're going to do it, we don't need to tell them to do it, after all. And I'll talk to the constituents about that and explain the reasons. But I think if it doesn't happen, if the government review doesn't come out the way it should, then there will be a case to answer and we'll go forward with the campaign. But for the moment, let's wait and see. But now it's time to go home and take some rest because I'm pushing myself even though I shouldn't, because it's important to do the casework that comes up because residents' needs come first. So I'm going to head back home now and yeah, get some rest. As you can probably hear, I'm still not entirely well and it's probably better that I rest up. Okay, I just got back from town and I am exhausted. It's because I'm not quite up to speed yet. I'm back up to full health. It's been exhausting just getting home from town, so I'm going to quickly check through the games that I picked up while I was down in town after I've been doing all my casework, and then I'm going to have a quick wash, and after I've done all of that, we'll go through the games and see what else is going to happen today. Look who's managed to get home early! Very happy because she's now taking me to the supermarket so that we can get some pizzas for dinner.
Well, she's getting pizza. I've already eaten.
Yeah, she's already had hers because Jen didn't plan to actually get home early. But I'm happy that she did.
They made the mistake of asking me if I wanted to do any more collections, and I decided that I'd be absolutely truthful. And I said, "That's all right, thanks. See you later."
There we go. Don't ask, don't get. Sometimes do ask, don't get. I was about to do some dirt pickups I was talking about earlier, then Jen came in and showed me this. You have to bend down so you can see.
Yeah, hello. Basically, I've been through my little scrap box of bits of plastic kits and stuff, and there's something from a project which never really got completed, but it just happens to be that the camera just sort of clips down into that and it holds it steady. So if you've got the wagon handy that it was going on to.
This is our makeshift thing to try and get the new camera to sit on the track. Or as close to the track as we can so we can go around. It's slightly off, isn't it?
It's alright. What I can do is I can trim that. We have the means. I'm going to trim
We have the technology. We can rebuild.
I'm going to trim this so it fits neatly into the well of this wagon.
Okay.
And it means that we've got lead in there. It's just cut from some
quick zoom in on that. See what?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's going to work out quite well, isn't it?
What I've done is I've cut 2 scrap pieces of lead flashing that I had knocking about to fit perfectly down into the well. And the
Right.
main reason for that is because it's going to be pushed rather than pulled round the layout.
Okay.
So I want a bit of extra weight just to make sure that it doesn't come off the track. And now I'm going to trim that so it fits perfectly into that well. And that should hold the camera so it doesn't wobble. It's weird, isn't it? How you can have like an entire movie on something that small.
Yeah.
I mean,
I probably wouldn't film an entire film on this because it has the fisheye issue. But if you wanted to, you could. You could actually film a film on something that literally fits in the palm of my hand.
Right, I'm going to go away and modify this.
Right.
I'm going to have my A-team and MacGyver moment. I'm going to mod the van.
She's ingenious, isn't she? Right. I want to talk about what I've picked up today. Now, some of this I ordered a few days ago on CX's website, so that was good. But the thing that came today, along with some of the stuff from CX, was Syndrome, the final Disney Infinity figure I needed. I now have the entire collection, all of them, and I'm so happy. It looks great on the wall with all them stood on shelves. I need another shelf. I've got to put up another shelf so that they're not all just higgledy-piggledy sitting on top of each other, essentially. That's going to be fun. But let's get to the pickups. Now, the first one I picked up from a charity shop for £1, and it's reasonably simple. It's an expansion pack for The Sims 2. It's Sims 2 Free Time. Now, I don't know much about it. It's basically just extra activities and stuff like that. So that'll be fun. I'll load it in when I next have my Sims 2 binge, and yeah, that'll be fun. It's got the manual and everything, so I'm very happy. Now, I was down in town earlier on doing casework and decided that since I was about to head home, I would pop into charity shops and CX down in town. Now, I got the Sum of All Fears, and it's in a reasonably decent condition case. There is a problem there, but while the manual appears to be here, it doesn't have a front cover or anything, and the disc won't load. It gets to language select and then won't load, and I think the reason is there is a very thin line right around the disc, and I'm wondering whether that's scoring or whether it's laser burn. It looks a little bit like laser burn, but they did a quick clean of it down in town earlier on, so I'll just pop down and get it cleaned again and make sure. So that'll be going back next time I'm down in town. Hopefully it'll work out. Now, after that, I also picked up Trivial Pursuit Unhinged. Now, I don't know much about this one, but I gave it a try earlier on, and it seemed like a pretty fun version. The case is in excellent condition. It looks like it's hardly been used. The manual has, I think, never been read. No creases whatsoever. And the extra bump is still here, so very happy with that. Quite a significant manual as well. It's quite thick. It's got a spine and everything. It's weird. And, yeah. A couple of marks on the disc, but not much. So I'm really happy to have got that one. And second, I didn't realise this was Midas until I started trying to play it, and the Midas logo came up. So I was like, oh, I thought this would be good. And it turns out it's playable. And that's Air Ranger Rescue. Not much to it. Manual's here, but it has been read, strange enough, so it's a Midas game that someone has actually played. And I can see why, because you can kind of play it. It's not bad, it's not great, but it's not bad. A few marks on the disc, so it has been played. So yeah, it loads, plays. I might have another try at it another time. These ones came today with Syndrome, so let's get them over with, and then we'll talk about what I picked up from one of the charity shops along with The Sims 2. Oh, it's nice. First one up is Super Rugby League 2. It loads, it appears to be a rugby game. I don't know enough about rugby to say whether it's an accurate portrayal or not, but good quality case, decent quality manual, and the disc's in pretty good condition. Now next up we have Next Generation Tennis. I thought I already had this, and then I checked and I didn't, so I got a copy and it's in decent condition. The manual's in pretty good condition, the disc is in pretty good condition, and the case is in pretty good condition, but it's like every other PS2 tennis game. It still doesn't beat Pete Sampras Tennis on the Mega Drive. I think you can't beat Pete Sampras Tennis on the Mega Drive. It was fantastic. But I'll be happy to find a tennis game that does beat it. I would love to find one, but I haven't yet. Next up we have Play It Chess Challenger. Yeah, it's chess. But here's the thing. Comet stuck this security tag on the back. Well, it says stuck. It's more like welded. It literally does not come off. I could scrape this with a knife and it would still not come off. It's ridiculous. Comet, No one is going to steal chess from you. The final one that's come in the post today, and there are about 5 more coming, but they haven't arrived yet, is Lego Star Wars, the original Lego Star Wars Platinum Edition. I'm not going to complain too much because the game's the game, and that's all I'm really going for. Decent quality case, decent quality manual. I've had good luck with the manuals recently from CX, and the game seems pretty good too. So I had a try of it, and it's Lego Star Wars. Don't really know what to say on that one. It's decent enough. I'll probably play through it, but yeah. Now let's talk about what I got from down in town at the charity shops. First up, we'll have a very mucky copy of Forza 4. Open up there. No manual, sadly, but you can't have everything when it's £1.25. But both discs are in decent condition. I'm going to give it a try later on because this is the only one I haven't tested yet because there's no Xbox 360 in here. But yeah, not too bad. Then we have Ace Combat Distant Thunder in really good condition case. Sadly, no manual, but the disc is in pretty good condition. And that's actually a really fun game to play. I was enjoying playing that. But the one that made me stop when I was having a... Because this is how I do it. I don't like to impulse buy, so I don't carry cash when I go to these shops. I have a look around, and if I find something I want, I'll go and get some cash and come back. This is the one that made me say, right, it doesn't matter what else I find today, I'm having the slot. And that's Resident Evil Outbreak for £1.25. I'm really happy to have got this. Really good condition case. Really good condition manual. Really good condition disc. This is a fun game. I played it a little bit earlier on, testing it out, and didn't really want to stop. It was like Ace Combat. I didn't want to stop playing it, but I knew I had to because I had stuff to do. So really, really happy with that. And that's all of the pickups for today, so I'm very happy. Jen's put together that little device for the mini camera, so we're going to do a test run on the Bolton Trinity Road layout. Not the garden bit, just the in and the shed bit. So we're going to go and have a look at that now. And of course, we'll be putting it up on her channel, but we're going to put it here as well. So, Jennykins, do you want to walk me through what you've done?
Right, basically, I've trimmed the cradle, ready to take the camera, so it now fits pretty snugly in there, and it doesn't wobble. At least that's the plan. So what we need to do now is put the camera in there and do a gauging test, which in layman's terms means see if it goes round without hitting anything.
Cool.
Okay? You got the camera?
No, I forgot it. I'll go and get it.
You prat.
So, Jen, are you happy?
Yes, I am. Yeah, there we are. I've run it through on 2 different routes.
It looks pretty good.
Ooh.
That actually just looks pretty good.
Good.
That's well done. Thank you, babe. We're going to have some fun with that when we do our next shots, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. There we are. Test of concept. Perfect.
You know what? That was really fun.
Good.
Expect more on Jenny's channel.